So yet another migrant caravan is headed this direction. I wanted to report on it in the last couple days, but the story's been changing pretty frequently, and then when they got to the border, reports where none of them got across the border, then reports where some of them got across the border. And I didn't want to put out a half-assed report and put out something that an hour later was wrong. So here's where we stand right now as far as I can tell from multiple different sources. This just so happens to be the article that I landed on. Mexico is cracking down on another U.S.-bound migrant caravan. National Guard troops threw rocks and tear gas at Hondurans trying to cross the Guatemalan border on Monday. And that's a little bit of an odd image when you think about it, a professional army throwing rocks. They did have riot shields, so they did have defenses. I understand that they got rocks thrown at them too from the migrants. Who started it? Who knows? I don't know. We will probably never know. But it's odd to think of a professional army throwing rocks, you know what I mean? Violence broke out on Mexico's border with Guatemala on Monday after Mexican immigration authorities denied entry to a caravan of thousands of migrants, mostly from Honduras. So about 4,000 migrants wanted passage through. Most of them wanted passage through. A few of them were deciding that they wanted to stay in Mexico. They presented a petition addressed the president of Mexico on the bridge which connects Ciudad Hidalgo to Guatemala. Basically, it didn't say exactly what the petition said. I guess we could look here while you guys are watching. We may as well. Let us see here. It does not actually show the petition here. I was hoping it would show what the petition said. It does not. 5 migrants have been let through the fence and are discussing the situation with Mexican authorities. That's all it says. Okay. So, some sort of a petition that was addressed to the president, and they denied them entry. There we go. There we go. After authorities refused to open the gate to the port and allow any of the immigrants in, about 500 of them went to cross the border by wading through the water. Now, some of them did have children. A lot of families, reports are saying, are separated. In an unusual show of force, Mexican National Guard troops carrying riot shields fired tear gas and threw rocks at the migrants on the riverbank to stop them from crossing. The migrants threw rocks of their own at the guardsmen, according to NPR's James Frederick. Amid the chaos, Reuters reported that some families were separated. Yeah, and that's what happens when there's a conflict or chaos. People end up getting separated. Of course, I do believe they need our help or assistance. They're human beings. But, I mean, dear Lord, we've got to figure out a better way to do all of this. We don't want to open our borders and let the floodgates in. That would not be a smart idea. That wouldn't be good in any way, shape, or form. I am, of course, sympathetic to them. I've been homeless. I've been the gray man. I've been the ignored man. I've been the one diving in dumpsters looking for that miracle food, that black bag that is from the stuff in the center of the restaurant that hadn't been touched by humans. And, yeah, I've been there. I've been there. I've done that. I've slept under bushes. I've been there. I understand. I got you. But there's a better way to do it. And we can't just open our borders like that. We want to know that we let people in that we can help and that are going to be good citizens and law-abiding citizens. It was yet another instance in which Mexico has sought to clamp down on Central American migrant caravans arriving from its border with Guatemala. Basically because they want to avoid any kind of a conflict with Donald Trump's threat of increasing the tariffs if Mexico doesn't do something about the migrants. That's the story, guys. More migrants coming this way. I do believe that they need our help, but what is the perfect answer? There ain't none. There ain't none. I hope that they get help. I know some of them are dehydrated. Reports have said that the Mexican government is giving them medical attention and hospitalization as needed. Nobody is being overly cruel or anything to them. It's nothing like that. It's just a bunch of refugees trying to leave, and they have an option to stay in Mexico. Most of them don't want to. Most of them want to come to the United States because, you know what? The United States is a great place, and we have forgotten that, but the rest of the world hasn't forgotten that. But boy, oh Lord, we have forgotten that. But those are just my opinions. Give me your opinions. Should we just let them in? Just open our borders and just willy-nilly? Come on, come all? Or do we let them, come in the proper channels and we vet them and we say, hey, what kind of work are you looking for? What do you do? What do you want to do? Do they have a criminal history? I mean, there are things to consider. So let's consider them. I'll see you guys on the next one.